Cool, cool. Open book, open book. All
Yeah.
right, cool. Well, we'll go ahead and get started then. Personally, to me, I don't have an introduction for this podcast. I'm very indecisive when it comes to that. But I
Okay.
do go by Tony Oddball. This is an odd conversation here with a very special guest.
Oh, sorry. Turquoise.
No worries. No, I love catching people off guard with it. It's been happening a lot lately, so it's awesome. So, well, we're recording this on 420 of all days, and so personally to me, I'm sober because I can't function when I'm high.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, I smoked this morning, but I'm not high anymore.
Okay. What are you, indica or sativa type of person?
Sativa.
Sativa. Okay. Respect, respect. Any favorite strains?
No, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's all
I'm
good.
not really like into it like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really like, I don't smoke often. I'm like a social smoker. I smoke with people. So
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, for sure. So there's this thing I do as of lately to where I ask, let's say that with this whole quarantine going on, it starts getting extended out for the rest of the year, and you only have three artists or bands or whatever to listen to, but you get their whole discography. So
Who
who
am
do
I
you run with?
listening to?
Yeah.
Number one, Janae.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go. Eric Bellinger and myself.
And yourself.
Myself,
That
yeah.
works.
I know. Being honest.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I've never thought I would hear about Eric Bellinger. It's been years since I've heard of his music and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, personally
Man,
though, that's just me.
he, Janae and him, they're my like top favorite artists. Like I love them.
Hmm. Yeah. Like what was like the biggest hit that Eric had?
Um, is it then looking I don't wanna? I don't know.
Oh,
You know,
probably. I don't
then
know.
look I don't want that girl.
Oh, okay. That's Eric. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh
You know
shit.
how
Well, you learn something new every day then. Wow. And I'm supposed to be the music journalist here, but you live and learn.
You said what?
I'm supposed to be the music journalist here, but you live and learn. Cool. Well, I tried looking some interviews up, trying to find any information I can because I don't like to repeat questions so much. But yeah, I couldn't find any on my own research. But I guess we could start off with the basic questions, such as where you're from and how long you've been making music for.
I'm originally from Sacramento. Right now I live in Riverside.
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of get to LA, but it's just a time will tell type of thing. It's expensive out there, so I
Mm,
definitely want to be like fallen so that I can live out there without struggling. But yeah, I'm from Sacramento originally. I moved out here for college about 7 years ago, and I just decided to stay out here because personally, for music, there's a lot more opportunities. So that's why I decided to stay out here. Yeah, I've been doing music since forever. Like my dad just sent me a picture yesterday, my very first like time publicly like singing, and I was like 4 or 5 years old. So
mm,
yeah, I've been singing my whole entire life. Music has always been like a huge part of me.
mm. For
You
sure, for
know?
sure. What the fuck? Okay. I'm sorry
Sorry.
about that. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously there we go with the edit talk right there. But but yeah, I do remember where I was left off at where I'm actually living in Marietta myself. Like
Okay.
yeah, just up the way.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, my mom lives in Riverside, so I go out there like often.
Okay. Pretty close.
Mhm. Yeah. So but what's the whole like? How was the whole transition from like up north down here?
It was it wasn't challenging, but it's different. Going to UCR was kind of a culture shock for me because, Riverside itself is diverse, but I would say UCR is diverse too, but, the Asian community is huge. So it was a shock for me because my high school was like predominantly like Black and Hispanic. So when I came here, it would be so weird because some of my classes I would be the only like Black person in the class. So it was a culture shock, but I adjusted after going there, and it didn't really like not it never really bothered me. It was just different.
Mhm.
But used to it, and I didn't even realize like how small the Black community was by the time I graduated because I just adjusted to it. But it's different. I don't have any family out here, so that was an adjustment. I had a hard time at first because I'm very close with my family, so it was pretty difficult. But now I rarely go home. I should go home more, but yeah, I've been getting out of breath. Let me get some water.
Yeah, no worries. You can just blame the 420 for that reason. But yeah. So I mean, so compared to aside from the whole, distancing yourself, from Sacramento to Riverside, how was the whole upbringing when it comes to like making your music?
My dad sings and my grandma sings, and I've just always been around music. My dad plays piano, so he taught me how to sing. So we always were listening to music, always had music on in the house. Incense and music, like we had speakers in every room, speakers in the garage, like so I just always grew up around music, listening to like neo soul, like gospel, R&B, like a little bit of everything, honestly.
Okay. Are there any notable like not inspirations, but like people you kind of go to when you want to listen to some like neo soul to R&B?
Yes, Jill Scott, Erica Badu, D'Angelo, Music Soul Child. Yeah, those are my like go-to neo soul artists. That kind of like take me back to my roots, I guess.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
And would you say that they inspire you to create the music you do now?
Yes, even though like I feel like some people do say they hear some of the influence, like neo soul influence in my music. I would say it's not always there because I'm very versatile. I have a lot of like jazz, neo soul songs, but like I do like to make current like R&B, like trendy things too. But it definitely did influence me, influence my writing, influence like the type of beats that I like. So I kind of like to fuse neo soul with like current stuff. That's like I think that's how I would describe my style best, like a mix of both.
For sure, for sure. Because if I'm not wrong or anything, two is the only song you have out right now.
Yes, but I don't know if you have been following me for a while, but I used to go by Tayloo, and I had a lot of music out under that name, but I just went through like a huge transition last year, and I wanted to change my name and like just create a new like identity for myself as an artist because I just feel like I've just outgrown a lot of Tayloo. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
now it's my only song out, but I have so many songs that are like I'm just holding on to them until the time is right to release them.
okay.
Yeah.
So what caused you to I know you said that you mentioned
Yeah.
the difference the transition between Tayloo to Turquoise. So what kind of like died that out and inspired the Turquoise upbringing?
So my first project was called Turquoise Noise, and turquoise has always been my favorite color. And if you look up the meaning of turquoise, it's just like calming and soothing. And people always tell me my voice reminds them of that, or like makes them feel like calm and relaxed. So my first project was called Turquoise Noise, and the first song was also titled Turquoise Noise. And that day that I recorded it, I decided like, you know what, like I'm really gonna go after this. Like I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care if this is like a huge thing to like reach for. Like I want to do music, so I'm gonna do everything in my power from this point on to make that happen. So I've been debating, like going back and forth with myself, if I wanted to change my name for about like 2 or 3 years. And after last year, I feel like I just outgrew a lot of my old self as a person, as an artist. So I decided like I feel like I'm just gonna change it to turquoise. It'll be like a good like way for me to rebrand myself and show my new like self, I guess, as an artist. So I decided to go ahead and make that change this year.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so after this interview, I'm gonna check out the Taylor stuff if I can find it, and because the whole spelling and stuff, I don't know like how it is.
Yeah.
Um,
I only have everything on SoundCloud. It's on private, but some people have been asking me to like put it back up there. So I'm gonna take everything off private on SoundCloud so you can hear my old stuff. I'll do it today so you can see.
Oh, absolutely, and I think that's kind of creative in a sense because I see your SoundCloud under Turquoise, and
Hmm.
you have a good following. I mean, yeah, your ratio is very nice, especially for
Thank
like an up and
you.
comer. So yeah, really
Thank
good.
you.
But I do like the two track, man. The Forgotten. That's a artist that's featured on it. But
Hmm.
I'm not gonna front. It's a really good vibe to have. You kind
It
of just
was
go on a
fun.
go on a cruise or something with it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah. But so how did you two connect on that song?
So I went over there with the Forgotten, and I was supposed to be a feature on the song, but accidentally when I got there, me and my homegirl Billy, like we were just feeling it so much, and like I just felt like I had a lot of things to get off of my chest from a situation that I was in. So we just went in there and accidentally wrote more. I was just supposed to write one verse, but
Hmm.
I wrote a verse and a hook. So then I asked him like, hey, like I'll do another feature for you, but like, can I please have this song? Because it was just very important to me, and I just vibed with it so much. As soon as I heard the beat, like instantly all the words came to like my mind, and my friend helped me write it. And
Hmm.
yeah, I just after I recorded it, I wasn't even gonna release that as Turquoise. I had a whole other game plan with a different song and a whole different approach, different style song. But as soon as I heard it and as soon as I wrote it, I was like, yo, I really think this could be a hit. I genuinely felt it, and I've never felt so like um, confident about a song before, like about people vibing with it, and it was so different than all of my other music, which was so interesting because like I told you before, like I usually gravitate towards like jazz and neo soul music, but lately, like as Turquoise, I've been exploring more beats like that, and just kind of like stretching myself and challenging myself to get out of my comfort zone. So after I did that song and we heard it that night at the studio, I was like, yo, this is how I have to come out as Turquoise. So
Hmm.
that's how that happened.
Yeah, and it is a good introduction to it. I think when I first came across your page, I don't know if it was just like just scrolling through, finding like different artists to like see who I could potentially interview or even work with in general. And I went to check out the music video, and I thought it was pretty dope. It definitely has potential to be like radio hit and stuff.
Thank you.
Absolutely. But like the whole songwriting process, so you worked with another person for that song. How was it writing for other art? Sorry, tongue tied. Yeah. So how was it writing for other artists as well as yourself?
Oh no, I wrote my verse. He wrote his verse, but I have a friend. Her name is Billy. She also helps me with styling, and she just kind of does it all. She helps me so much.
Mm,
But we wrote my verse and the hook together.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, but like, is there any not chances or something? It's like, is there any time that you actually worked on a song with like writing for somebody else at all or no?
Um, no. Usually I find myself in the studio with a whole bunch of different artists, and I'll give my suggestions, like, hey, I think you should like do this for one line. But I have never wrote a whole song for someone else. But that's definitely something that I want to start doing.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty well, especially if you like put a bit of your style onto someone else's song. I mean, who knows where that
Yeah.
can come up as well. Still,
Yeah.
you still get compensated for it as well when it comes to credibility and the money.
Right.
But
Yeah,
that's a
that's
whole nother
definitely on my
conversation.
list of things. I definitely want to like write for other people. That would be
Hmm.
dope.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, are we expected to receive any other type of songs anytime soon or a project at all?
Yes, I actually just finished an album last month. It's about 14 songs. It has some songs on there that are similar to two. I have some neo
Hmm.
soul on there. I have some smooth R&B. I have heartbreak. I have sex. Like I got a little bit of everything on there, and it all just depends on the people, honestly. Like, I'm really trying to build my following because I've been making music for so long, and I feel like I finally found my sound and found like myself as an artist. And I really want to grow my audience before I release a whole bunch of music because I want people to actually hear it, you know?
Hmm.
So right now I'm focusing on two. We're going to push two for a little bit. But I am probably going to release another single within the next like 2 months, and then probably a few more, and then depending on like if people want it, then I will drop my album.
Yeah, I mean, like you're doing numbers, that's for sure. From from the release date till today, because I went to go look back at it again, and yeah, you're building numbers more and more.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Trying to get there.
For sure. Is there anybody that you're looking forward to working with, or anybody that's on the project coming up?
Honestly, the person on Two, The Forgotten, he's the only feature, and other than that, it's just me. I worked with a whole bunch of really like dope producers that produce all the songs for the track, so that's as close as like collabing as I got. But all the songs like are just gonna be me. I really didn't want too many features on here because I really wanted people to just like hear me, hear what I have to say.
I feel you. I mean, is there any any artists or bands in mind that you would like to work with eventually?
Eventually? Oh my gosh, it would be a dream to do a song with Janae. She's my favorite artist. I would love to work with Eric Bellinger. I would love to work with even some neo soul bands. I don't know if you've heard of Moonchild, but that would be dope. I really like Sid too from the internet. She's dope. That would be cool to do something with her. But other than that, like I would like to do some backgrounds too for like some rappers, because I know that they always have like really cool like R&B, like they may not be like a full feature on the song, but I've always wanted to just do backgrounds for like I think Boogie does it a lot. There's a whole bunch that just Wale does it, and every time I hear them, they're just very faint in the background, but I would love to do that for even Future. Like I would do that for any like rapper, because it just sounds so cool to just be like just sprinkling something on a song rather than like doing a whole verse, which I wouldn't mind too, but I've always wanted to like do some backgrounds or something.
Yeah, I mean, Boogie, I think that's like one thing that people don't point out when it comes to Boogie's music. He has a real gospel singing background, so that really makes a big thing. I love his music, man. He's really great. That last album he came out with, man, don't tell me the title yet. I forgot the exact project's name, but it has like Self-Destruction all the way down to Silent Ride. Oh my gosh.
Allegra is on there, right?
What was that?
No, Allegra is on there, I believe.
Oh man, I don't know. I didn't pay attention too much on the features.
On the features? Yeah.
Yeah, only because like he kind of killed it on his own records, and even with the Soho with JID, like he stood his ground. He didn't get eaten up.
He did. He's dope. But yeah, I would love to do backgrounds for him or Dom Kid, like anybody. I love when they do that. It's so dope.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to go back to Janae, but like, are there any like songs that you really liked from her from the last album, or even just in general?
Yes. I love No BS with her and Janae. Oh my gosh, that's like my favorite song on the album. I like Surrender too. Surrender. I don't know if you've heard it, but those are my Party. I forgot what it's called, but Party with Me or something like that. But yeah, those are my favorite.
Yeah, personally, I like the One Way Street with Absol on it. It kind of One Way Street. I believe that was the name of the track with her and Absol. Yeah, because that definitely brought back like older like Janae style from like 2011 or 2012.
Yeah.
That was really good. I really loved it. Yeah. Well, I think we'll have a few more questions before we're out of here. What's it called? What do we have a name for the project that you created?
Yeah, it's going to be called Reflection.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'm assuming that like it's gonna be kind of surrounding like your life experiences and stuff.
Yes, it's not necessarily. It's kind of like my love experiences mostly, and just like my development as an artist too. Yeah.
For sure. Then I know this is gonna be a little touchy subject, but how's your love life?
My love life?
Yeah.
I have a friend.
Sure, that's good. See.
Yeah.
For sure. Does he make music as well?
Yeah, he does. He's really dope.
For sure. All right, cool. Well, send me his information after this, and then who knows, we might get him on the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll send it.
For sure, for sure. So, where do you see yourself in 2025?
2025,
Mm-hmm.
I see myself living in a new studio apartment, my own studio apartment, coming back from tour.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like teaching vocal lessons. Yeah, I want to be popping by 2025 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gone on a few tours by then.
For sure. Have you done any performances as of like what recently?
Because of quarantine, no, but before that, man, like, I'm really upset that this quarantine is going on because I just started to, like, really, really, like, love performing, but I used to perform literally, like, every week, every other week at some event, somewhere in the IE or LA, but because of all this stuff, everything's been getting canceled, so, unfortunately, yeah. But I can't wait till it's over so I can get back out there.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever considered doing the IG Live concert like everyone else is doing?
I have, and every time that I'm about to do it, I'm just like, I'm kind of in work mode right now, and I've just been really trying to push this song. So like every time I have plans to go on IG Live, like I don't do it, but I should. I mean, we ain't got shit else to do at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, like I'm not gonna lie, like I like this quarantine only because I'm getting more work done than I ever had.
Exactly. Yeah, I am a little bored though, and I don't like that I don't see people. But like I am partially enjoying it. It's a hit or miss. It's every other day. It's something different. But time is going by super fast. I don't really like that.
It really is. I mean, I was surprised that it's been it's been exactly a month actually, at least for the LA county, because I recently moved.
It's only been a month.
Yeah, I mean, like I came here the 20th of March because that was the last time I worked, and I just looked at the calendar right now and just like, yeah, wow, it's been a whole month.
Wow. Time is very weird right now because it feels like a very long time, but if you really think about it, it doesn't feel like a long time. It's just, I don't know. I don't really understand time right now.
Yeah, no, it's difficult. You know, I try to just keep busy and keep my mind off it because sometimes the time will kill you, especially if you're bored.
Literally.
So I mean, how have you been surviving this whole quarantine?
I'm sorry?
How have you been surviving the whole lockdown and stuff?
Like I said, I've just been really in work mode. Like, I can't really sleep, which is annoying because I'm, like, up all day and all night. So I get, like, barely any sleep. I'm writing a lot. Mostly I'm just really pushing this song, trying to grow my audience. Yeah, that's mostly what I've been doing, working on myself and my music. And, yeah, that's honestly, like, what I've been doing. Literally, all day.
For sure. Well,
singing. I downloaded the Voicey app, and it's so cool. I've been trying to really get better at freestyling and just writing quicker. So I go on there every night and try to like at least do a few write a few short songs to just practice right now.
Okay. I mean, like, how is the whole writing process? Is there like some kind of ritual you do to like get everything together, or?
Not really. It's kind of it just depends on what mood I'm in. If I'm pissed or like feeling heartbroken or feeling like I don't know, feeling upset or feeling super lovey-dovey, then like I'll just naturally be inspired to write. And usually I need beats ahead of time. So if I play something, sometimes words just come literally like just like that, and sometimes I'll write a little bit here and there, and I'll have to revisit it. Maybe like I haven't gone through enough to finish writing it. So sometimes I come back to things like months later, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually in this situation now. Let me go ahead and finish it. So it all just depends. Sometimes people will have something written and they want me to write about a certain topic. So then I'll go into it and try to fit my own experience and mesh it between what they want and like what I have already gone through, so that it's still organic and coming from me.
Okay. Well, dang. So I'm gonna jump back to the performing thing we talked about. Was there any performances you had or experiences like either on the way to the show or even during the show itself, or no?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, sorry. It's like let me rephrase it. Like, is there,
Okay.
is, because I ask this question often. This is different every time, but like when you go into performances, like, is there any memorable moments, whether you're on stage or off the
Oh.
stage, like same
Yes,
day?
yes. My favorite thing is when I do this thing. I really love people to sing along with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the very first time, like, I heard a crowd sing my lyrics. Like, I literally, it was a small show, maybe like 40, 30 people. It was
Mm-hmm.
like at a house party, but to hear everybody sing my lyrics for the first time, like, it was so crazy. Like, I had never experienced that, and I think I cried afterwards. It was like, whoa, like, I've been working so hard my entire life, and I got this whole crowd to sing all the words to my song. Like, that was crazy. I'll never forget that day.
Hmm. Okay. Well, damn. Is there any like last minute advice? Well, not last minute advice. Just advice in general for those that want to kind of pursue the same career, or just like life tips in general.
I would say for people who want to pursue this career, you really have to let go of doubt and fear and just realize if this is something that you want to do, then you're just going to have to face it and pray and do whatever you have to do, rehearse and be prepared so that when the time comes to perform or the time comes to sing in front of someone, like, you're able to do it. To breathe, breathing helps a lot, actually. Like, so many times I've been super nervous. I have to step aside and breathe, and it just helps get through it. So I would just say just letting go of fear
Mm-hmm.
and doubt and just 100% believing in yourself, because no one's going to believe in yourself if you don't. So you have to really just trust yourself, and if this is something that you truly feel like you're supposed to do, then it'll happen once you let go of that fear.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Cool. And I'm actually gonna freestyle not freestyle. I'm gonna improvise a question here just because it's been like an idea I've
I
been
thought you were
having.
about to rap. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah, no, I'm not that rap dude right there. Songwriting's different, but I can't. I'm not a freestyler. But I am gonna improvise a question to where it's something that I've been thinking on and off about for a long time, and I'm as of today, you're gonna be the first guest to participate by
Uh-huh.
no choice. Anyways, uh, um, I have these topics that I have up, and I want to try to create like a playlist for either like road trips, like first dates,
Mhm.
breakups, to be in a happy mood, something to work out to, whatever.
Mhm.
But I am gonna just throw a topic out there. So for like a road trip, what's like a song that you would throw on, like no doubt about it?
On a road trip?
Mm-hmm.
The entire Omarion album, his first album, I put that on a road trip.
Okay, what's the name of that album?
Um, huh?
What's the name of that album?
I think it was just called O.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah, it was just called O.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's like the first song I play when I go on, the first album I play when I go on road trips, and all of Beyonce's albums. I don't know why, but those are like what I listen to every time I have to be on the road for a long time.
Yeah, my ex girlfriend would always play Beyonce, and it was like, oh, at first it was cool, but then it's like, all right, next, but
I don't know why I do it. Oh, I don't even really listen to her often, but every single time I go on a road trip, I play each of her albums, all of them,
hmm.
except for Lemonade, actually. But all of the others I play.
You didn't like Lemonade?
Um, I don't hate it.
Uh,
Anything Beyonce does is dope, but like I just really, really liked her first like three albums: B Day, Dangerously in Love, and what was the other one? I forget what the other one was called. Maybe Sasha Fierce. I don't know. She has a whole bunch of good albums, but Lemonade it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. But she's undeniably like the freaking goat. So I can't. I mean, it's still good music, but it's just not one of my favorites.
yeah, she has one of the most craziest fan bases there is. Like
Literally.
I think like the craziest fan bases there are definitely the K-pop fans,
Yes.
Beyonce, Justin Bieber, and maybe Taylor Swift.
No, Taylor Swift. I was just about to say
Yeah.
that. Taylor Swift. She
Hmm.
has a huge following. It's so crazy.
I'll
I
even
mean, she's good too, but like, I mean, it just sometimes catches me off guard. Like, her fans are really like diehard fans.
yeah, and you know what? Like I don't know if it was her idea or just her team's copywriting like a lot of her lyrics. Like you can't
Mm-hmm.
even simply just say it like just as what was it? Show a sign of appreciation in the song without
Oh
her
my,
like, oh, let me get some money out of that.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just found that out today. So,
Wow, that's
hmm
crazy.
but yeah, I think those four, and then Drake definitely has a big following as well. You know,
Yeah.
Drake's. Yeah, I don't think there's like Drake could probably do something horrible, and the fans are still gonna defend him. Like that's
They
how
are,
dedication they
I
have.
agree. Yeah. Actually, I've never thought about that. Yeah. His fan base, you can't say shit about him. They will check you quick.
Jeez, I know.
Literally.
It's like a double-edged sword. It's like you can like it, but if you're slightly off, now you're in trouble. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So, thank you again. I really appreciate you even giving me the time of day, get this interview
Of
done.
course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, of course. And I don't know if this is the first interview, but if it is, I'm honored. But if not, I'm still honored. I'm a little weird at times, so that's why I don't know how to interlude out here. But just like an intro.
That was the perfect ending. You did great. You
Uh,
did great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Just like an intro. I don't have an outro either. But I do go by Tony Oddball. This is an odd conversation here with a very special guest
Turquoise.
for sure. I'll let you know when this comes out. I've been getting a lot of questions lately for all the interviews I still have lined up. I just want to separate the release dates so it's not overwhelming.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll definitely let you know probably like around May or so.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. It was nice meeting
No
you.
problem. Likewise. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Mhm. Cool, cool. Open book, open book. All
Yeah.
right, cool. Well, we'll go ahead and get started then. Personally, to me, I don't have an introduction for this podcast. I'm very indecisive when it comes to that, but I
Okay.
do go by Tony Oddball.